Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Preschooler, 4 years old, accidentally dropped off at the wrong house, and she ends up inside that house.
So now I want to know, how did my grandbaby get from the bus into someone else's home that could have ended up terrible?
Tonight we're digging in to find out what went wrong here.
Bitter cold not going anywhere for the weekend, but we'll find out what is coming for Saturday and Sunday. Jason?
Well, if there are roses around the University of Michigan, could we be talking about Rose Bowl implications with the big game? Actually, no, but we will tell you what's going on campus coming up.
All right, Jason, but we're going to begin with an already historic proceeding made even more extraordinary. In real time, the president launches a Twitter attack on a testifying witness, the former ambassador to Ukraine.
That tweet was then read aloud in the room. Alice Barr is at the Capitol tonight with reaction to day 2 of the impeachment hearing.
Marie Yovanovitch was the U.S. ambassador to Ukraine, a career public servant who testified she was abruptly pulled from her job after a smear campaign against her, and even as she described feeling threatened by President Trump.
As we sit here testifying, the president is attacking you on Twitter.
The president lashed out.
Everywhere Marie Yovanovitch went turned bad.
In what Chairman Schiff considers real-time witness intimidation.
It's very intimidating.
Some of us here take witness intimidation very, very seriously.
The president later firing back.
I have the right to speak. I have freedom of speech, just as other people do. But they've taken away the Republicans' rights.
Yovanovitch also said she was shocked and devastated to learn about the July call when President Trump told Ukraine's leader she was bad news and was going to go through some things.
It didn't sound good. It sounded like a threat.
Ambassador Yovanovitch testified the president's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, led efforts to falsely paint her as disloyal, aiming to clear the way for a shadow foreign policy that could help President Trump politically.
Shady interests the world over have learned how little it takes to remove an American ambassador who does not give them what they want.
Republicans dismissing the ambassador's testimony as an HR matter, arguing she wasn't even on the job anymore when President Trump urged Ukraine's president to announce investigations into Joe Biden and the 2016 election while withholding military aid.
The ambassador is not a material fact witness to anything.
Also today, the White House released a summary of an earlier call between Presidents Trump and Zelensky trying to show he did nothing wrong. But Democrats say one call doesn't cancel out another. Lawmakers are also hearing private testimony today from a State Department official who reportedly overheard President Trump on the phone talking about investigations. And there's a closed-door deposition set for tomorrow with a White House budget official. In Washington, Alice Barr, Local 4.
All right, Allison, while that was going on, Roger Stone, longtime friend and supporter of the president's, was found guilty today of witness tampering and lying to Congress. 7 guilty charges returned against Stone. They all stemmed from Special Counsel Robert Mueller's probe of Russian interference back in the 2016 elections. Stone could face up to 20 years in prison when he's sentenced. That is scheduled right now for February. More on the Stone conviction in today's impeachment hearings coming up on NBC Nightly News right after our newscast at 6.
In Ypsilanti, the family of a little girl is asking why she was dropped off by the school bus at a random house. The little girl goes to preschool at Henry Ford on Pasadena Street and doesn't live too far from the school. Our Sean Lay spoke to the girl's grandmother, who's trying to get to the bottom of this huge mistake.
We're in Ypsilanti tonight, and this would terrify any parent. A grandmother here waiting for the bus to come to pick up her 4-year-old preschool granddaughter. The bus comes. She's not on the bus. She's told that she was dropped off accidentally at another house, somewhere else, and that little girl ended up inside that house.
This could have been terrible. This could have been terrible. It's so much going on. What if that man had not been home and my grandbaby started walking down the street?
Sheila Gooden is angry and scared tonight. Her 4-year-old little granddaughter was on her bus home from preschool at Henry Ford in Ypsilanti Wednesday. At her stop, the doors opened and the little girl was not on the bus. The grandmother was told she was let off all alone at a random, unknown house. The little girl went up to the front door of that house.
knocking on the door because she figured that's where she's supposed to go.
And a man answers the door.
The man answered the door.
And he's got a 4-year-old girl.
And he got a 4-year-old girl
What
right
did he
there.
do? The man inside brought the girl in, called his wife, and she picked the girl up in her car. Complete strangers trying to help this little girl.
She put the little girl in the car and was riding around trying to find out where she lived.
That good Samaritan took the girl back to her school where a frantic mom and dad were waiting.
You don't know. You don't know what's behind that door when you knock on that door. And to me, it feels like my grandbaby life was in danger, and it seemed like nobody cares.
We're live on this tonight. The family still feels that way, that nobody cares about this. They're still waiting for answers about what went wrong here. Now, we tried to get answers for them from the superintendent, school principal. We were told we would hear from the board president today. No one has called us back to tell us what went wrong here. The moment we get the facts of the matter here, we'll bring it to you right away. Kimberly, Devin, back to you.
Man and his wife to get the little girl where she needed to be. All right, Sean. New at 5, a body is found in the trunk of a car on Detroit's west side.
Let's get to Tim Pamplin on the scene as police investigate. Tim.
Yeah, the man's body discovered this afternoon on Murray Hill here in a driveway in the trunk of a car. Evidence technicians and homicide investigators converging on the scene. Let's go up to Sky 4, give you a better view. There you see the vehicle, Dodge Stratus, no license plate, covered in snow. The deceased, I'm being told, is a man in his 60s, wrapped up in a blanket. Spoke to some neighbors. They didn't want to go on camera, but they tell me this is an occupied home. Someone lives here. They don't recognize the vehicle, however. Police have been going in and out of that home and back out here now. That vehicle has been loaded on the back of a flatbed. It's going to go down to an evidence yard where the detectives will be going over it, trying to determine where the vehicle came from and who this man is. That is the scene on Murray Hill this afternoon. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
All right, Tim, now let's get to the weather heading into what for many is a big weekend every year.
Plenty of the action in the fields for deer hunters and on the field for football with the Michigan State game. Ben's here now. The key word, cold.
Yeah, guys, a lot of folks going to be outside all over the state, and it is going to be cold everywhere. Most locations, in fact, just about everybody's going to be below average. A little bit of late sunshine just couldn't save us today. Current temperatures in the mid-30s. Those are going to fall to the 20s tonight. So if you're going to be out and about downtown, we're looking at dry conditions and light winds, so at least that's working in our favor. Here's the forecast tomorrow at the Big House. If you're tailgating, plan on wind chills in the teens in the morning. Air temperatures will stay below freezing. We'll barely touch 32 by the end of that game. But again, this weather's going to be more of an issue for fans than players. I think they'll love to get the uniforms on and tee it up in weather like this, guys.
All right, Ben, indeed. And in fact, it is going to be a little nippy tomorrow, right about game time as they kick off at the Big House in Ann Arbor.
That's right, and make no mistake, the bitter cold isn't going to chill this heated rivalry. Our Jason Colthorpe was in Ann Arbor today as they get ready for the big game.
It's going to be a capacity crowd here at the Big House tomorrow, but it's been a huge effort for the 107,601 fans to have a seat. Crews have been working since Tuesday and finally this afternoon hauled out the last of Monday's snowstorm. Across campus, you don't have to look hard to know it's rivalry week.
Go blue. I say go green.
So are you guys able to work together with all this animosity between you?
Every day.
What makes this week so much fun?
Just the spirit. Everyone wants to win.
And while campus is blanketed in maize and blue, there are hints of the enemy. Yep. I see you're wearing the Block M, but this bright green coat. First of all, how dare you? And second of all, are you a Michigan State fan?
I honestly forgot the game was going on this weekend, so I'm sorry, but yeah, I guess this is a bit of a predicament.
Are you excited about the game, though?
I'm here for a good time.
Yeah, let the good times roll over at the Block M as students brave the cold 24/7 to defend the Diag.
Last year, they actually did it before we set up all of our tents, but this year, nothing's happened yet.
Although that's not to say there hasn't been some excitement.
So this is actually our second tent this year. Our first one collapsed one morning after that big snowfall we had the other day. It was pretty crazy. There were a few people in here while it happened.
I mean, everywhere you look, everyone is focused on one thing, the game. Or are they?
Now, full disclosure, I am a Michigan State grad, so I am going to be rooting all the way for the Spartans tomorrow. But I am a house divided.
Hey, Dad.
Hey there. This is my daughter, Leah, who is a sophomore here at Michigan. Any chance our mighty Spartans are going to win one tomorrow?
No chance.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow at noon. We're in Ann Arbor today. Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
They'll be in separate locations.
That's right.
Watching, though, I trust.
Divided.
One more problem with the leaves. Look what it does to the snowman.
I know.
Looks like he's in leopard print. Terrible. All right, well, hopefully the college game will be better than what we saw on the pro field last night.
Beyond words, Joe. Gosh, that's one of the worst things I've ever seen on a professional sports field.
Yeah.
The NFL taking swift action tonight after an all-out brawl on the field during last night's game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, Bernie's here now with us at the league's decision on suspensions. This is just awful.
It is awful, but it is also difficult to criticize a sport that makes its living on violence. But tonight, everyone says criticize away. This morning, Myles Garrett of the Browns, who was swinging the helmet at quarterback Mason Rudolph, has been suspended for the rest of the season and maybe longer. We've got highlights. One has to wonder how Garrett lost total control with his team winning and seconds remaining on the clock. Watch on the left side. He rips Rudolph's helmet off, and then they continue to scuffle, and then he swings it at him, and he's got no helmet on. Boom! And he actually hit him. Garrett will miss at least the 6 remaining games this season without pay, making it the longest in NFL history for a single on-field incident. After the game, Garrett knew there was trouble ahead for him.
I lost my cool, and I regret it. It's going to come back to hurt our team. The guys who jumped in the little scrum, I appreciate my team having my back, but it just never got to that point.
That is for sure. Also suspended without pay, Marquise Pouncey of Pittsburgh got 3 games, and Larry Ogunjobi of Cleveland got a game. But think about how embarrassed the NFL must be today. A primetime game, nationally televised, turns into that kind of debacle.
It was an ugly game before those things happened. A lot of hits to the head last night.
There was.
Helmet contact.
This sport, and I've said it to you before, I think eventually they're going to get to the point where they're going to have, no one's going to insure the sport, so they're going to have to sign a waiver to play it, because there is tremendous danger with guys this size flying at those kind of speeds.
Big trouble.
Especially when they're swinging a helmet at a guy without a helmet on.
It's a weapon.
Outrageous. Well, here's something you won't hear us say too often, but we have good news about parking tickets.
Right.
How about that?
What?
Yeah, Bernie's interest. Ahead here at 5. What the city of Detroit is now doing to help residents who get one. Here's the doctor.
It looks like winter outside and in local emergency departments. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Tonight at 5, I'll show you what's going around that is sending so many people to the doctor this week.
All right, Frank, but first, how Michigan's Attorney General plans to stop robocallers. A lot of people will find good news in that, too, next.